Hi guys, this is John with WW Customs. I had promised you a video on the recent upgrades to my King Motors EX2 2.0. First of all, I went with aluminum hubs, clipless, clipless, both sides. Went with all aluminum bulkheads. Of course, aluminum bumper. Then over here I went with aluminum one-piece hubs in the rear, both sides, of course. The next thing I did was I got tired of replacing the gaskets in the muffler, so it's not a real pretty job, but I had my brother weld the two-piece pipe together. It takes a little bit of taking apart to get the muffler in. You have to take the shock tower, this rear tower, and then you have to kind of finagle it in. But the biggest upgrade that I just did tonight, ooh, overpowered Onealbrothers Racing 29.5 cc Pro Stock, outfitted with a 990 carb. I have not had a chance to run it yet. I will give you guys some video on it, on the startup, break-in, and the first run. Now, I also went with aluminum steering and aluminum servo arm. Now, as with most of the upgrades that you hear about, the next thing I did was replace the throttle servo. You'll notice on the Onealbrothers break-in video that they put their knee on the rear tire as they're starting. I learned why. When my throttle servo went, I was just standing over it, pulling on it. It started, was going half wide open, and took off across the yard. Me thinking that I did not have any radio signal, I didn't even think to check the steering. I just started running after it. Well, somewhere in the process of running, I bumped the steering wheel and it flipped over. So there was no major catastrophe there. But it is a good idea to put your knee on the rear bumper, on the rear tire, or at least in front of the tire while you're starting. You never know. I've learned that the hard way. Let's see. I've also replaced the fuel line clunk, and I've modified the gas cap slightly to make sure that it doesn't clog and doesn't let any more dirt in. One thing to keep an eye on is the clunk in the tank. What trashed my other motor was the clunk came off the tank, filled the carburetor full of dirt. I kept thinking that it was running rich when in fact it was running lean. Thus the rock quarry video where it sounds like crap, and trashed the ring. So always keep an eye. You can open the gas lid. Let's see if you can see it on the camera or not. But see how the dirt gets around the lid? So therefore it gets in the tank. You can just barely see it. I took the clunk and took a tie wrap and tie wrapped the clunk onto the fuel line to make sure that it doesn't come off again. Now, keeping that clean as possible. I have learned that I'm going to keep a pin handy to keep the little plug hole clear, so that you don't stretch the diaphragm in the carburetor as well. Okay guys, as promised, here's my upgrade video for the EX2 2.0 King Motors Orange. Oh, two other things I did was I went with metal balls, front and rear. So now she's all aluminum except for the rear bulkheads and tranny, which will, with this motor, I foresee in the near future. Alright guys, appreciate you watching my videos. Hope you enjoy. Alright, we got Onealbrothers 29.5cc, first startup. They say to just putt around for a minute. Oop. Alright, Onealbrothers racing engine, 29.5cc, second run. See the smile